Yes, I give thanks for life for another beautiful day, and we say respect and love to each and everyone out there. You don't know a thing going on, people. We're there upon a new day. We have to give thanks every single time when we rise up, don't it? Or from Iowa, we rise up still, you know. Yeah, man, but they are all our vibes. Watching up people, me are telling you, say, the police are hide behind the sign and watch him. Watch him, watch. Watch the police. He coming like a sun hot today. Watch him blood, not. Yeah, man, sneaky. Watching on the people, enough things are going. The police, them coming like them are take it up on them head right now. If you go hard, so youth, put on a gun, stay far from it, ease yourself and go learn some different skill. Me I tell him, I say it again. So a man argue with a nurse in the hospital and jump from the third floor, second floor of the hospital. Why? Listen to these people.
Investigation has been launched into the death of a man who is suspected to have fallen from the third floor of the medical ward at Kingston Public Hospital this morning. According to reports, the patient had an argument with a nurse who tried to tie him to a bed, but he resisted. It's further understood that he climbed over the railing of the building and fell. Chief Executive Officer at Kingston Public and Victoria Jubilee Hospitals, Dr. Natalie Wiley, says the incident occurred about 5:25.
Boy, it's serious people. Enough people are give up on life, you know. Ja, know.
So I can confirm that we did have a critical incident this morning where a patient appears to have fallen from a ward at the Kingston Public Hospital. So in matters of this nature, obviously there are concerns regarding, first of all, the care of the patient. You know, we also have a duty of care to the relatives. So we're in the early stage of investigating the matter.
This little youth here, presently on your screen, identified as Dwight Edwards, said to be a student of the Norman Manley High School in Kingston. It is said that he was taken from his area by criminal elements who invaded his community in search of other persons. And the fact that those persons that they came for knock it and clap it pan, could not be found, they took him from the community and murdered him. Now, we don't get the fullness of the story, because with these stories, there's always a little bit more to it than what actually meets the eyes. Criminal elements invade the community, can't find who them come for. See the little youth, take him from the community and go knock it and clap it pan him, leaving him lifeless. Now on the Spot News Media, I go most definitely do some digging into this one and update you subsequently. And if I really saw it go, boy, may I tell you my peeps, the thing rough, really rough. Now I just hope that the regular members of Chan Public, you know, see these things happening, you know, and take keen note of it, that at any given time, whether you mix up, you're involved in a badness, knockings and clappings or not, it can come knocking on your door. So we need to stop embrace this badman culture. We need to stop this infam of dead culture until it come knock on your door. Then you start talk everything, how it go and who do what. Don't wait. We have to tackle this crime monster right now before it starts affecting our innocent children. Would-be innocent kids like Dwight Edwards. But as I stated earlier, I gotta put me ears on the ground and see if we can figure out what really go down.
A tough response this afternoon from Police Commissioner Dr. Kevin Blake about the police's lethal force approach. It comes amid concern over the number of persons fatally shot by the security forces so far in 2025. The details in this report.
The Independent Commission of Investigations, INDECOM, says so far this year the country has recorded 12 fatal shootings involving the security forces. That's nearly one every day. Some stakeholders are very concerned and have called on the police leadership to try and reduce the incidence of shootings. Police Commissioner Dr. Kevin Blake has responded.
I hear calls to the police to reduce fatal shooting and, be careful, watch the number is going up and stuff like that. We have a tendency to bundle the thing called fatal shooting as if it's all, it's a crime or it's all wrong.
He explained that one of the surest ways to get a reduction in fatal shootings is for thugs to stop turning their weapons on the police. But until that happens,
we will be pursuing criminals wherever they are. It doesn't matter what firepower they have. It doesn't matter how bad they think they are. We are coming. So this call to police to reduce fatal shooting it's wrongly directed. It ought to be directed at criminals who raise their gun. Because you will not get me to tell my police not to pursue criminals. We're going. Right? What I would love these agencies and these persons who are talking about fatal shooting to do is to tell criminals, do not raise the gun at the police.
The commissioner saluted the members of the force who he said are on the front lines every day saving Jamaicans' lives. He said the state has invested heavily to ensure while they are trying to save lives, they don't lose theirs to criminals.
I don't spend millions and millions of dollars in 2024, millions of dollars each month training my OST, my fighting force, so that they don't lose a battle against criminals. I don't train them and invest so much money so that criminals can take them out. And so if they just understand that it's a likelihood for you to lose a fight against my men, just understand that and don't even start the fight.
A member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force attached to the St. Anne Police Division has been taken into custody by members of the Major Investigation Division, MID. The constable is being investigated for being part of a leading criminal gang in Spanish Town, St. Catherine. A close source told TVJ News that the constable was picked up from duties, arrested and taken to Kingston, where he will be further questioned.
Local content creators are holding on to hope that by this, the owners of TikTok will get a reprieve just in time to stop the ban on the social media app.
And that is in the US. Now, while the ban does not affect us here in Jamaica, it will affect live stream earners.
Deidre Thomas reports.
The digital landscape is a garden, but the roses are going dry.
Taps and roses will be no more as TikTok is being thrown behind digital bars in the United States. Media reports say already the popular video sharing platform is preparing to completely shut down operations come Sunday. This after the US Congress passed a bill which has been signed into law requiring ByteDance, the Chinese company that owns TikTok, to sell its operation to a non-Chinese owner by Sunday, January 19, 2025. It's estimated 1.6 million Jamaicans are on TikTok. So what would this mean for content creators, not only here, but in the rest of the region?
TikTok Lives are the main place where majority of the income comes in. So a lot of the people who are gifting on TikTok Lives from America. So if it's banned in America, that means we're not getting any income coming in from Jamaica. So it's actually a big problem.
But I am disappointed, as I mentioned earlier. I was able to make up my 9 to 5 in a year. I was probably making twice as much on TikTok, and that's why
Anisha Adams and Rajesh Isaacs ditched their 9 to 5 jobs to focus on TikTok live streams. They have a healthy following of people in the US.
My back used to hurt. I used to come home late all the time doing overtime, and the money was just not comparable to social media.
Yeah. So how much do you normally from social media?
Oh, way more. Way
an approximate figure.
Way more.
On a good month?
Well, not even, just like consistently close to 10K, yeah.
We set up a timer and asked Rajesh to go live.
Yeah! Ayana, welcome. We're on an interview, guys. We're up on big screen TV.
Within 20 minutes of simply saying this,
Really welcome everyone. If you're just joining, tap on the screen and send some gifts on the trip if you can.
He was able to make
200 US just now.
Trinidadian content creator Certified Samson has 1.5 million TikTok followers. 52% of his audience are from the United States, and he earns at least $4,500 from the app on a good month. He's the founder of Certified Scoop, so his earning potential is different.
The US wanting to take it off and it's sharing too much information. So for me, I prepared for that. Yes, it's a disheartening thing to experience, but it has other platforms and apps out there that, you know, could definitely diversify you in many different ways. So for me, how would it affect me? I would say it's a learning experience. It wouldn't affect me in any way that, hey, I'm going to stop doing videos. You have to roll with the punches. Sometimes things happen that is unexpected, but it also teaches you can't depend on one platform alone to make those dreams come true. Try and be in many different outlets as possible.
A rose earns $1 US, a lion $449 US, a universe $600 US. So what about people who label TikTokers as mere beggars?
Go look at work, go look at work. I'm like, I bet if you had the ability to do this, you probably would be here asking for taps and roses too, because it makes sense. But I was able to make up my 9 to 5 in a year. I was probably making twice as much on TikTok, and that's why I leaned into that more.
The White House has looked into options to keep TikTok accessible to its 170 million American users. But officials on Thursday say the Biden administration will leave it to President-elect Donald Trump to implement a possible ban. Interestingly, President Trump once pledged to save the app during his 2024 campaign.
Yeah, about a killing go on a Senton, Lewis.
Yeah, in the car?
No, another one in the car, the one with the youth power veranda.
Yeah, in father, ex-police, yeah.
Inspector, yes, Mr. Racing.
Yes.
Alright, the youth will kill him name.
Okay.
You see the artist youth, yeah, the artist youth. He when I look, somebody else to kill him, he when I look, why youth, when we know good to kill him, and the youth tell him say $1 million. Let me tell you, you see the artist youth there, why you would manage him? When him against he comes from Lima, that's one shooting same way making left Lima, he live a tie pen. Because and then they run. They were paid an extortion because I want a scammer, you know, a big time scammer. He buy one scheme house a Spanish town. Then when I look when a man youth to do it, youth am my cousin, but me know. So you could have affiliated with the youth because enough people in Kilamobia Franca before. Why youth would then call
Oh.
wheels.
I think me hear that name there already, for true. Yeah.
Yeah, man, they do a whole heap of shooting around Central area too, man. Whole heap of every time he kills somebody, they call me. Or when they make up on the road, they call me. And tell me, say, come off the road, because we'll say, come mash up the other side.
So hold on there. So how them have why them kill a youth there?
Alright. The youth sick. The youth head go and come.
Oh, you know, so I see somebody on Facebook a preach when they are firing. Are him?
Yes. The youth when they are firing, he head go and come. And same thing make they end up deport him. And then catch him with weed and must coke in a position and sitting and them no matter, you know what's a foreign that, them no matter if you're sick. Them not go partially. What's they are immigrant? Then deport him. Him don't have a father, place no Louis. Him and the youth have a little altercation. The youth and cousin to enough.
Yeah?
But through head go and come, is a youth to tear off his clothes and walk up and down, dirty and sitting and cuss for early morning.
Yeah.
You see it? But when him come from foreign now, him youth a big artist. That I one of them calls. You see it? So, must lick him. Lick him with one board. And he run off. He run from so I go back in the yard and gone in the house and he fling one stone in a vehicle. So X6 are sitting like so and BMW. I got the one. So it's like his father hear about it. Because his mother that Jamaica, his mother tell his father about it and sitting and put him over in the yard and sitting. Call the other cousin them to come and tie him up. Because I used to go get the injection now and then, you know. You know, say father calls and tell him, say, yo, how much I cost, I'm going to pay for damage or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The man said that good, you know what the money, everything good.
Yeah.
But what make me say, an idiot thing you shouldn't kill the youth. And that's why I really reach out to you, you know. Imagine the man of your cousin, and the man, your father tell you, say, he might go fix it. He knows that your father in a position where he can fix the vehicle. He know for sure.
Yeah.
There's an inspector for years before he migrate got foreign.
Mm-hmm.
You see me?
Mm-hmm.
So him take it up on his head now. In cut. He left in a car, cause over my area that. He left over Louis now one car, cut gone.
Mm-hmm.
You see from the left? Man running that area no enough.
So somehow go on.
Yeah, because through them knows the link with the youth them from tie spending. When they call them one other shit like so. All the while they have them in a place. Be a gunman.
Yeah.
Cause he my artist when I go past stage show and sitting as a hunter at them at 6, 7, 8 car.
Yeah.
Be a gunman. I wait more when I wait to try to get one pitch car. Anytime I get the pitch car, if me really want to send you. I want to send you with one pitch car. With him and the youth name. But me I try hard to get it.
Alright.
You see me? Yeah. When I'm breaking, we have one pitch car with the two of them. Him have one AR-15 in his hand. I have one chip Glock. Have one Glock in his hand. You see, anytime I get that the pitch car there, can't deny saying they're involved in a badness. Watch out now. Me watch and flag them all the while and me see how you operate, you know.
Yeah, man.
So like we can put that the information in anybody and call them a whole crazy money, we can tell them I make money, you know.
Yeah.
For scamming, no really music, give me money, you know. I don't know, big artists out the way record them a sell or but get no stage show or nothing.
Yeah.
So when everybody see me buy up so much vehicle and big man sitting on beds, them know say I'm a scammer, a big time scammer. Them tell us that them try get one youth and the youth tell him say 1 million, him not come so far. But that's the man for less than $1 million. That's why they left that demand there. Them a friend, we are family friend too.
Yeah.
So you know you can reason with a man and a man squeeze and show you 1 and 2 things. We can't even call that demand their name.
Yeah.
No problem, them a go in. Then go link one youth down and run a rebel over Crocodile City name. When they say I done over Crocodile City, him they link. Borrow 2 guns from and tell them to circle him when it get dark up. You see, so they couldn't wait for him. Then got steer to a youth when him one of them link. I send with him and tell him say, you know, just send out in thing them so I go deal with it. So it look like he must give him one piece of money. And him pull the trigger himself. But the youth do the killing in the place from you see youth all day. From broad daylight you see the youth them out kill already. Drive past him how much time.
And you say I just because of the car what glass I mash out and
Just because of the car where man flinging up.
Yeah.
It's a damn thing him approve. He must say, alright, him a run off place and a boy enough for this artist. What's him a link with one other man them? It's a damn ship him a take up.
Alright.
And guess what? You see them only but kill in the way I go on a Louis. From him and them man they entangle same way, you know, one name Dopey Dolly and the same one name for Dopey Dolly when get one shot in the head one time. They went kill 2 youth run Prairie Beach, run the beach one at a time. Him were involved in another killing there. And some man from State Town must have shot him back in the head. He will all get point out for ID parade and they on bail now. So him stay from Bagwalk to tie spend. He not really come back down here again. And that's why them and they not do it for him. Because them normally they run him every day. But the whole of them are one link. So them just make 2 call and make them soldier take care right. The one on him.
Alright, so. Earlier this week, on Wednesday, January 15, I carried a report. It was about an incident that took place earlier that same morning, about a few minutes after 5 o'clock. It took place at Popeye in the parish of Hanover. I had reported that the Hanover police, acting on intelligence and armed with a search warrant, they went to a house at Popeye in search of that guy on your screen. His name is Nyran Cameron, but he was popularly known as Rifleman. Rifleman, he was born on March 9, 2003, 21 years old, and he is from Farm in the parish of Clarendon. We are told that on Friday, March 22 last year, a guy named Oral Williams, popularly known as Kirk. He was shot and killed in the parish of Clarendon, and Rifleman, he was the prime suspect in this case of murder. The Clarendon police, they started searching for Rifleman, and he ran away to the Hopewell area of Hanover, where he has some relatives who provided accommodation for him. The police, they are claiming that early Wednesday morning, they went to the house where Rifleman was hiding out. He was spotted and a shootout ensued. In a few seconds, it was all over, and Rifleman, he fell clutching a Taurus G2C 9mm pistol with the serial number intact, affixed with a magazine, and it contained one 9mm round in the head. Rifleman, he died on the spot. Indicom are carrying out investigations. The mayhem. A man, his name is Garth Taylor, but he was popularly known as Jegge or Garthy. Jegge, he was born on December 1, 1988, 36 years old, and he was a crane operator, and he lived at Potterdale Crescent in the Cumberland area of Portmore in the parish of St. Catherine. We are learning that yesterday afternoon, Jegge, he went and picked up a car from a car mart. Unconfirmed reports are that Jegge, he had just bought that car. He drove home and he was sitting in the car on the roadway with a 12-year-old boy who is living next door to him in the car. While Jegge and the 12-year-old boy were sitting in the car, a motorcycle rode up and stopped with two hoodlums aboard, but Jegge, he was not paying any attention to them. One of the hoodlums, he came off the bike and he approached the car with a gun in his hand. He opened gunfire at Jegge, who managed to jump out of the car and ran to a neighbor's house. The hoodlum, he chased Jegge and caught up with him and pumped several bullets into his body. He then boarded the motorcycle and he and his crony, they made good their escape. Jegge, he had received gunshot wounds to his upper body. Residents, they rushed with him to the Spanish Town Hospital, where he was pronounced DEAD on arrival. The police, they were called, and when they processed this crime scene, 10 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem continues.
The police have imposed a curfew in sections of St. Mary. The communities include Enfield, Albion Mountain, and Free Hill. The curfews, which started Wednesday, will come to an end at 6 p.m. on Friday. The police say the measure was implemented due to an increase in crime in the communities.
This incident, it took place last night, Tuesday, January 14, about 9 o'clock. It took place at Radney's Arm in the Port Henderson area of Portmore in the parish of St. Catherine. Our information is that a team of police officers, acting on intelligence, they went to Radney's Arm. A black Subaru G4 motorcar was seen parked along the roadway. The police, they are reporting that on approaching the car, they were greeted by gunshots being fired from it. The police, they are saying that they took evasive action and returned the fire. When the smoke was clear, a guy was seen in the car clutching a high-point Luger 9mm pistol with the serial number intact. It was affixed with a magazine containing 6 live rounds. The guy, he was later identified as Alex Madden. Alex, he celebrated his 24th birthday last week, Tuesday, January 7. Alex, he is an ex-soldier. He is a former member of the Jamaica Defense Force. He lived at Milton Highway in the Kingston 11 area. Indicom are carrying out investigations. Detectives at the St. Ann Sissoko office, they have arrested and charged a 30-year-old taxi driver. His name is Dwight Brady, but he's popularly known as Clint. Clint is living at Tickets District in the Discovery Bay area of St. Ann. We are learning that Clint, he operates a taxi on the Tickets to Discovery Bay route. The allegation is that sometime last month, a lady and her 10-year-old daughter, they took Clin's taxi. On reaching Discovery Bay, the grandmother, she came out of the taxi and she gave Clin $500 Jamaican to drop off her granddaughter at a location. It is alleged that Clin, he drove off, but on reaching a certain section along the road, Clin, he started feeling up the 10-year-old girl, telling her how she looked sexy. The young girl, she later reported the matter to an adult, and a report was made to the police, who commenced investigations. As a result, 30-year-old taxi driver Dwight Brady, also known as Clin, he was picked up by the police, and he has been charged for indecent assault. So he'll be going to the courts shortly.
Presently on your screen, identified as Paul Casanova, but more popularly known in the criminal underworld as Pablo. Now, Pablo is a top-tier gangster who hails from the troubled, war-torn, crime-riddled community of Bayshore Park over there in the Kingston Eastern Police Division, who have been featured on this channel, who has also been featured all over social media, to include that of the JCF social media pages, as a top-tier criminal element who has been wreaking havoc in that particular space and surrounding communities for years. This criminal element has been charged for gang-related and firearm-related charges. But this platform here always warn them, so them there, I go come. And this morning for Pablo was that day. Now, according to information received by On The Spot News Media, is that an intelligence-led operation was carried out along Mountain View Avenue by Officer Yeman Pick and team, and in a bid to search a section of a premises, they were surprised by the presence of Pablo. And upon making eye contact with Pablo, Pablo did the unthinkable. Him rock and pop off him chaps and slap a couple can well in the direction of Officer Yeman Pick and team. Now, being the well-trained officers that they are, who were trained properly in the parish of Portland at the agriculture school down there, where you don't know, so them get training for plant can in a dirty boy tumuk, took evasive action in a bid to save them lives and fired several cans in the direction of Pablo, hitting him all over the upper body. Now, Pablo was rushed to the Kingston Public Hospital, not in a bid to save him life, but to pronounce him dead and to throw him on some ice. Yeah, man. So Pablo is no longer among the land of the living. Now, On The Spot News Media have also received information that he is most definitely one of the gang leaders in the Bayshore Park gang, which is currently involved in a bloody gang conflict over the turf in that particular space with rival criminal elements aligned to Orlando Campbell, otherwise known as Lucas, who is presently on your screen. And as a result of this conflict, the criminal element Pablo have to live up out of the place because of conditions of him bail, and also in fear that his rivals may catch up on him, so him stay from 72 lane off Mountain View Avenue, this one, plan and orchestrate and infiltrate the area and commit attacks on its residents over the years. So this man in the police, them get information, which part him there, and him decide to challenge the police because him say, a busy signal song, him a deal with him, now go jail again, so it's either do or die, and die was the order of the day. Yeah, man. So another decent spot of work again by the squad of them. But let me not leave out this important factor, The police stated that a Smith & Wesson 9mm pistol was recovered from him, and that 9mm pistol contained a remaining 9 9mm cartridges loaded in that firearm, because him squeezed probably about 5 or 6 off a squaddy and 9 left in the belly of the wheel. So again, another decent spot of work again by the squaddy them.
Yeah, man, these are the latest updates, But it's a show now what going on, people, because guess what? Me can't, no matter what we saying, we don't do so much talking. Some of we are talk for years now. 10 years now, me up on YouTube at Chat Righteousness and I try to see if me can give advice and sway. So me know say we can reach the ones I want still. So let's be honorable about the truth about that. At the same time, no matter what we say, we can see the people out there still do the things with upon their mind. You see me? Because a lot of people already make up their mind, say badness and corruption. You get what I say, people? So respectfully, I just show you everything we're going from the man where jump off of the hospital railing and go or fall off them say whatever or somebody push him off, we don't know. We don't have no evidence of it. But anyhow, enough things are going. Pure gunshot of fire. As you can see, the police them are ramp up and want to kill right now. Them not really depend on long talking and them go on road them not want dead either. So they must spend millions in a training and defensive equipment. So youths, streets, listen me good. Pay attention. And your life you deal with, you see me? One life you have right now on the earth and the flesh. When you're gone, you know, come back on a video game thing. See, maybe now our next one, baby again, or whatever. Or hell or heaven. However, Almighty God will make you know. Right now, I respect and love. See, continue. We soon out here though, people, you don't know.
I carried a report on Friday, August 11 last year. It was about an incident that took place the previous night. Thursday, August 10, about some minutes to 7 o'clock. It took place right in the vicinity of Brown Miami Super Limited along Darlington Drive Main Road in the Old Harbour area of St. Catherine. That guy on your screen, his name is Kyrell Plummer, but he was popularly known as Kyle. Kyle was born on August 5, 1992, 32 years old, and he lived at Bannister District in the Old Harbour area. I told you that Kyle, he was standing along the roadway when a white Toyota Mark X motor car drove up and stopped. It is said that one of the hoodlums in the car, he came out, walked up to Kyle and had a brief conversation with him. He then returned to the car when another hoodlum came out of the car, walked up to Kyle with a gun in his hand and opened gunfire, hitting Kyle to his upper body. Kyle, he fell to the ground, and the hoodlum, he then jumped back into the car, and he and his cronies, they made good their escape. Kyle, he was rushed to the Spanish Town Hospital, where he was pronounced DEAD on arrival. The police, they were called in, and when they processed this crime scene, a number of 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. Well, the police, they have now made a breakthrough in this murder case. A guy who the police had been searching for, he was recently apprehended and taken into custody, and he has now been officially charged for murder. His name is Sean Hernandez. He is 31 years old, and he's living at Baberton in the Old Harbour area of St. Catherine. So, Sean, he'll be going to the courts shortly. This one took place early yesterday morning, Friday, January 17, about 2 o'clock. It took place at Marlene Terrace in the Old Harbour Glades area of Old Harbour in the parish of St. Catherine. We are learning that Jovan Bailey, next month on February 7, Jovan, he will be celebrating his 29th birthday. We are told that Jovan and a female, they were at home, fast asleep, when a hoodlum kicked in the bedroom door. The hoodlum, who was armed with a gun, he opened gunfire, hitting Jovan to the left side of his head. The hoodlum, he then used a knife to inflict several stab wounds to the right side of Jovan's neck, killing him right there in the bed in front of his girlfriend. The hoodlum, he then made good his escape. The police, they were called, and when they processed this crime scene, one 9mm spent shell was recovered from the scene. The mayhem continues.
Why, Virgin a chat, I mean, I never diss them. Is it? So, I don't know. But you will G-City, I make sure you give an argument. You say later, I want you to come over for NIAH page later that I can diss you, because I want this in front of all 10,000 people. I don't want this in front of them a little bit of people. I want you to come over there, so that's why I diss you. Everybody can know that me diss you. Me diss you. Yeah? Remember that blood clot, and remember me I tell you. Yeah. Yeah, man, so, little more, we have a NIAH page. And you don't know, we out.
Wriggle me this, wriggle me that. You go way out and you coming back. What that?
What that? You go out and coming back?
Yeah, you go way out. Yeah. You go out and you coming back. What that?
Breath.
Look,
Breathing.
you're wrong, saying it easy, you know, me dog. You see that catch, you see. Whether you go out and you coming
Look
back.
like Terminator, don't?
I see that. Alright, bad bro. You, hey, Deli, you know, no, bro. You get it. Alright.
How?
I see. You go out and you coming back.
See, oh, yeah.
You go
For
out
real.
and you come in. Alright.
Dog, you have to see me, dog. Remember, say when me used to go to school, I back high school and put me,
So, you never go in high school?
No, dog. Me don't know why they put me on the back. Then say, yo, go to school, you go take a back gate, and then you go turn up out there, so. And then I go teach me. But anybody teach me, dog.
All you have to do is sit back and observe the people. Time show you who is who. And you see all of the worthless rotted them. Just look good and say, NIAH father, what am I talking about? About this man. You want this man for NIAH live. Company page later, me met this year. Look on them meditation, they were them man they have as father. I know him not seek no justice for him son. The man not do nothing but finding out who kill him son. And coming like I am for real, like him involved to blood now when you really check it out. The man meds laps and low vibes, brother. Low vibration, brother. What the man I talk about? Nothing. But one up on NIAH page live, and that's what I think about the whole time, brother. Fame and some little foolfulness, brother. What they on pick the man. It's a big old greyback man, bro. And this a woman that says she'll come out for defend him. Me what she say.
Because when you see, alright, you see Xavier, the father Xavier a little bit. Xavier have the thing about him when give joke and trouble people. Every big man more and knock you. The father say, hey boy, go sit down. I saw him safe on him a little. So all the people tell people and trouble people and make you look trouble on TikTok. I saw him safe on him a little bit. You understand? Yes, it's lucky. This man and this family is not no broke family. I don't know nobody will walk a look no collection and nobody there because my family one of the biggest family come from which part me live. We have the whole community like when they don't know I hear about Freetown or Clarendon. So me not ask you, me I tell you. So this man is not no broke man. There's a family and nobody will walk a look nothing. The problem that everybody is talking about is that when CPR came forward and saying he's doing some kind of collection or whatever the situation is, as soon as Xavier dropped out, CPR bring forth himself and he started to do something which nobody had no problem with. But when Nicki Minaj was coming out and said that she wanted to give something for the baby, the family was trying to put themselves forward so that they could have reached out to Nicki Minaj. Everybody was going on CPR page and I said, CPR, add me because they want it to be known that we are family, right? CPR not add nobody pan him live, him not add nobody, so nobody don't know who. When I reach out to Celebrity Love Nicki Minaj fan page and said to them, listen look, I have Regina, which is the mother number, so and so and so and so. Then I said I reach out to CPR. I said, but CPR do not have the child because CPR is just a friend. They meet CPR over TikTok and they start the music. And I see people talking about CPR is the little girl godfather. That is not true because when Zeta meet CPR, the little girl been done ban already. Originally banned long time. So CPR is not a godfather and Zeta never tell CPR say, oh, it's not happen to me. Look after my child. That is not all them something there. Not true. CPR did forget my phone. What CPR did, CPR bought a phone for the baby and him said to the father and Slacky tell CPR say, me know why I'm buying a phone for the baby because the baby not supposed to even have the phone. They talk about originally want tablets, originally run through tablet, originally run through iPad, originally run through this, originally run through that. Everything was she originally mash up everything. So I don't pick no want nothing, I'm not hungry pitney. You understand? Now you're not hungry somebody, now you're not come from a broke family. Now it's just one of the pitney them will come out of the family with just bad and unruly. God family terrorist school get locked up him doing things because I don't see my the bad seed. You understand me I say? So when they're coming out talking about the man that come to scrape and come to grab and all the man are done, nothing don't go like that. All of them something there is fabrication. All of these things are lies. The man never asked nobody for nothing. All they were trying to do was make it brought forward who Nicki Minaj want to get contact with, right? All right, that said and done. CPR said buy a phone for the little girl. The father said to CPR said don't give the little girl the phone. The father said the phone for CPR said want some things from the phone, and him end up and him go with the phone, right? CPR go back down on the house and I look for the phone, and the phone wasn't there. And when he found out the phone gone for it. So him apparently was upset because he was saying take the father would have give him back the phone. The phone, everybody has to give the daughter the phone. If the phone was going to go to the daughter, why did CPR bought a new phone for the baby? Because CPR was going to give the baby the phone and take that phone. So the father said, no one, I now left the phone. The father take the phone and they jewel them and then carry them up. The jewel them with the man have on him left him pitney. The man can buy them the 70 million total time because the man no broke. Xavier don't have nothing when father want the man come scrape. Scrape what? Xavier first can. So people talk about the man of mine in pitney and them somebody. Where them a talk about the man are done? Where them get that from? Where them get these something from? The man is not done. The man is one of the most gimmicks and the most goofiest person I ever meet. Some of you don't understand how the man said the man are done. If you don't know it's like you know laugh, I'll be a joke him go now. The man is just so funny. I see him talk and the man himself on the social media because I'm nervous because right now he just can't come to recollection. Oh, he did that put me down and I tear me down. So I see if you know them something here and before he come out and say, yo, when the door said it's all Gage. I don't know how Gage get all fit himself involved in people family business. Come talk about the man to get licking that face. Gage need to go sit down one side because you don't know none of you can run in past Slacky because you don't know nothing. Represent from all of a St. Catherine, all of Spring Village, all of them place there. Slacky a real G, me I tell you. To know the man is to love the man. Them need to stop it. You can't make the man lose his life and say the man stop to kill him own and pick the command.
Me not like that part where they come out to. Me not like that.
Nothing don't go like that. A pale lie, them a go around and I tell. Pale lie. You know the whole of the man put in them a visa except Xavier. And the reason why Xavier don't have a visa because Xavier is the lack of when he gets. Yeah, all of the man pity them have them visa. Every single one of them have them visa. Travel up and down. So when them come out and come make you look like a man, a hungry man and the man come scrape. Scrape what? Him and him wife have them money. Him and have him much truck in him house and something. Then if you stop it, all the little guys them use the man for content and I tear down the man and them somebody. The man and them somebody. Xavier would have never liked them somebody man to his father. They need to stop doing that and it is not true. And if the man wants them pick the phone and they pick the chain, oh, you ever come on social media now, Mr. CPR, you. I don't ask the man say, but think you don't give back the phone. Who the hell is you if you tell the man say, give back what phone? Are you your phone, sir? Are you a pitney? You're just a friend. You are just a friend.
Yeah, man, I don't talk about anything the people. I just play out what I want and make we see what we can figure out, you know. Because any idea, guess what? I don't really know them people personally. Some people say CPR are fast and scammer and thief, and some people are defending them and say, boy, a good youth and race. So, when you make me know, and just make me know. Because I don't really know. I don't know them people personally. But you don't know people. You're watching, stay tuned for more. You know, I say subscribe with the notification bell, leave your feedback. Please like the video. And they know a reason with G-Terra. No schooling outside.